ViolarulesReacts here, and welcome to another blind commentary. Today I'm going to be reacting to a requested video by AJAP called Dungeons and Discords, A Guy's Night Review, Part 1, A New Adventure. This is by AJ Pony AP's channel, so by AJAP himself. I have seen a couple of his other review videos, and they seemed interesting, and I wonder what he has to say about this one. And I did have a glance at the description before starting, and this is a collaboration with a whole list of people. It involves AJAP, Lightspeed, Grey Cat, Thunderflare, Minty Root, Bright Idea, Flutterrose, Looney Turtle, Moonquill, Finn the Pony, Keldeo, Sparklecord, and cover art by Grass Hope. There's also a shout out to the Midnight Readings as well, who helped with the editing for this video. So this was a huge effort, but with a whole bunch of people, so I'm excited to see what they think of Dungeons and Discords.
Alright, men. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I called you all here today.
I was told there would be cake.
But we'll get to that. First, as some people may have noticed about my videos, or likely not have, is that I have a much larger percentage of collab reviews with mares and stallions.
And that's a problem?
Okay.
Fair point. But, after having seen Dungeons and Discord, an episode 1 could say was made just for us bronies, it has inspired me to dig deep, find my inner male,
I guess
and
so.
cover all you guys for still being my friends after certain events, to get you all in one massive collab on this
Certain
episode.
events?
Ooh, so we get to show off in front
I
of
like how
you.
there are references to other
analytical expertise to make that
reviews
easy.
that he's
now,
done in the
I
background.
can't possibly do this video in the
I also like
traditional
the
way.
MOP
Now, I'm not sure if any of
Windows
you remember,
icon
but
back
there
there.
was once a live-action build-your-own RPG game called...
This is HeroScape. Honestly, you struck me as more
No.
of a World of Warcraft type.
HeroScape had cool action figures. Yeah, he had everything from Vikings to World War II troops to even robots.
So you mean
I've
I can
heard
play
of
this game?
RuneScape, but not HeroScape.
Interesting. Just be sure to follow my lead.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, the game doesn't work like that. Or leadership skills and abilities. Well, see, I used to really be into this game. Well, collecting it anyways. And now it's time I can finally put my money I spent onto these pieces to work. So, who's with me?
It depends just how crazy is this game gonna be.
Probably as crazy as trying
That's
to
a good
watch
question.
MLP Gen 3.
More, but... Oh, here, I'll show you. Ta-da!
So you're
Okay.
Legolas?
Why does everyone think I'm... Yes, I am Legolas. Though I guess this piece has become its own stereotype now anyways. So, are you guys just gonna stand there,
yeah.
or go on an adventure with me?
Yes! Now I can be the most wonderful wizard there ever was.
I'm not justifying that. But what the heck?
Okay, so this is a
Oh, wow.
combination of a
This is
review of the
cool.
episode and them
Yay,
actually
now I'm a
playing
happy
a
dragon.
board game that's sort of similar to Dungeons and Discords.
I've always wanted to say
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, which is what that
Alright,
title
guys,
was
let's
a
get
reference to.
Abracadabra!
Hey, watch it. Alright, who's next?
Hey, Minty, are you okay?
Well, I mean, I'm not a reviewer. My OC is a mayor. Besides, if they find out I'm involved in a review, I'm dead. I mean, dead.
Well, first of all, you're not the only one. Second, you don't have to be a reviewer just to have an opinion. And third, we are here just for fun. So just relax and we'll see what AJ has in mind for us, okay?
I guess. Wait, can I be the damsel in distress? You know, the one that you get after defeating the boss at the end?
Please, come on, I'll be right beside you. See? It's not so bad.
Yeah, come on, Minty.
Minty.
Well,
Let's see what
here
Minty
goes
gets.
Minty.
Ninja Splendid Bag.
Ninja?
What? This was my nickname back in college.
Aha! Oh.
Well, this is the part where we start reviewing.
Neat! So, what do we do?
Dragon!
Oh. This is an interesting way to review this episode. Nice arrow effects.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention the other reason I needed you guys. Turns out this is a hostile world you have to survive in order to review. I've never made it through on my own before.
Wait, you're saying we...
Oh, no. I died several times doing this on my own, and always respond on my own channel. Though this is the first time someone has died from another, so...
Alright,
Oh.
the secret order of the Keldeo fan club is in session. Now, our first order of business...
Keldeo fan club.
Oh, whoa. Oh my. Sparkle?
I can explain.
No need for that. Where do I sign up?
Either way, I'm sure he's fine. All I know is we may want to find some cover.
Okay. So, when do we get to the review of the MLP
boy.
episode?
I'm in it deep now.
Dungeons and Discords. A Heroescape Guys Night Review.
So, anyone want to get started on the review part?
I thought we'd just give our opinion on an episode of the show, not fight dragons.
Okay.
Should we continue?
We might as well start off on the right foot. Hi there on Lightspeed and Lightspeed Reviews, and welcome to a massive collab featuring reviewers and artists. We're reviewing Dungeons and Discords today. Now, I have to admit, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic was a show that was aimed for little girls, but since then it's been rated for families all over to watch. Now, there were still some who view the show as a bit odd, but overall, it's a show full of fun, life, and lessons, and crazy antics that mix up with either slice-of-life-like moments or big dramatic pieces. The former is what this episode's about, and this takes up a point of view that centers on the guys' sides of things, since Spike, Big Mac, and Discord take up the spotlight this time round.
And not only does this episode put the spotlight on both male characters and secondary characters, subverting both the gender and character type we're used to seeing on the show, but its main plot involves playing a D&D type game, making this an episode where creativity and
ogres and
imagination are allowed to
oubliettes.
run wild more than ever, as none of the writers are restricted by things needing to be canon or having to make sense in universe. It's all in the characters' minds. So in a way, the sky can be the limit with this premise.
The show sure has changed since its original founding. While still a girls' show aimed at a much younger audience, the influence among its much older fans has been staggering. So, it was only a matter of time before we got an episode like this.
Personally, I never played D&D style games. For that matter, I don't play RPGs
Same.
in general except Pokemon. However, I do know a few people who play tabletop games, and from them, I know that they provide room for creativity and imagination.
Me too. I could never get into D&D. It was too much information to keep track of, and it always made me tired real quick.
Yeah, it does have a lot
But
of
I can see
rules.
why a lot of ponies love it so much, since about 80% is all about role-playing.
This brings back a lot of fond memories. I played a lot of D&D in the past, and this show really accurately depicts how those games go. Oh, AJ, we have a troll.
Already?
That was fast.
Troll?
Not even the first comments.
No, you idiots. I mean we have a troll that wants to kill us. And he has a T-Rex.
Okay, so we
Why
put
did they
the
get a
review on
T-Rex?
pause to
Is
deal with
that even
this.
in this game? Who cares? All that matters is that we have fun.
And not die.
Wonder why more people aren't playing this.
Yeah, something to do with mixing genres rarely working.
Spread out. Don't let them get a lock on you, and don't let them corner you.
Yes, sir.
Hey! Alright, soldier, read by example. I'm the game maker, so let's...
Actually, Leroy Jenkins!
That's probably a bad idea.
Well, while they figure
Well.
that out, I must say that I'm liking Fluttershy more and more these days. The way she has Discord wrapped around her hook and gets him to do exactly what she wants is wonderful. We need more of that Flutter sass. You have any thoughts there, Moon Boy?
I have to agree. I really liked Fluttershy's sass in that
Yes,
episode.
it was. Since when's an RPG game ever stayed on track?
Fair enough. Charge!
So the episode starts with Fluttershy packing for a trip. But when Discord stops by and tells her he can't go, he takes it hard.
So Discord tries to stop the trip, only for Fluttershy to give him the stinker. Adorable.
And die! Afterwards, we hear about something that Spike and Big Mac do by themselves, and Fluttershy suggests Discord to join them to expand his friendship circle.
Now this is kind of interesting. I kind of wish that the tabletop sections would stop interrupting the review. Like, I get the comparison, but it is slightly disrupting the pace of the video, I have to say. Or maybe I'm just used to videos where they just talk about the episode the whole time. They do have small interludes where stuff like this happens, but they're usually not this long. And I will be reacting to both parts of this review in this video. So, yeah. This video is only 13 minutes long, and I believe the second one is around 20 minutes long or something like that. The music is cool, though.
Having fun yet, guys?
I guess, but I think we need a new plan.
Hey, Minty, you ready to give some of your review on the episode?
Don't say it.
I do have a plan. Attack! I'm okay! I had worse in YouTube comments!
Prinky, you got healing magic. Go fix them.
Neat.
While he recovers, I found a map saying there's a castle about 2 cutscenes from where we are right now.
Let me see.
2 cutscenes.
All we have to do is get across the toll bridge.
Nice breaking of the fourth wall.
And take the castle.
Or being meta,
Well,
whatever.
what could go wrong with a plan like that?
Oh, great. He jinxed it.
He said it, not me.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, as these stories go, there'll be a fair maiden there when we arrive.
Meanwhile, back on AJ's channel.
AJ! Hello, you in there? AJ, my sister wants to talk to you about doing a comic dub.
Hello, AJ. I got my lines done for Pride.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, you must be Bright Idea. I'm Midnight.
Hello, Midnight. You're a voice I'm proud of the
I recognize
too, huh?
Midnight.
Didn't think we'd meet up on something other than the audio drama.
Yeah, guess not. So...
Where is he?
Oh.
When I get my hoofs on that little colt, I'm gonna... Oh, hey girls. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Let me at him! Let me at him! He stole my cookies! Let me at him!
Easy now, Flutter Rose. How do you know it was him?
I don't, but I know when I've been cheated. I was right when Rarity and Skiwi stole my cookies. Sort of. Well, that's besides the point. I will know when I find out. Also, I saw a bunch of guys walking here earlier, and I was not invited. Now let me see. Hey, what's
Don't
that?
walk over there.
Age, are you hiding in?
No.
Yeah!
Come on, Flutters. We'll save you.
I feel like that was a reference to Power Ponies at the end there, where Pinkie Pie just jumped into the comic after the rest of them. But yeah, that was part 1. So I guess part 2 is longer because no, it's actually not longer. Never mind. I thought part 2 was 20 minutes long. No, it's only 10. Anyway, let's continue. I also noticed that,
Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I called you all here today.
I was told there would be cake.
Now, I'm not sure if any of you remember.
yeah, there's a typo in the title of part 2. There should be no,
Hey Minty, are you okay?
apostrophes for dungeons and discords in the title, which there's not in the first part.
out that it's the hostile world you have to survive in order to review. Hey! Alright, soldier, read by example. I'm the game maker, so let's...
Actually,
Leroy Jenkins!
I found a map saying there's a castle about 2 cutscenes from where we are right now.
Let me see. All we have to do is get across the toll bridge and defeat its guardian and make our way across the dead bog and take the castle.
Well, what could go wrong with a plan like that?
Let me at him! Let me at him! He stole my cookies! Let me at him!
Easy now, Flutter Rose.
Hey, what's that? Age, are you hiding in? Yeah!
Come on, Flutters. We'll save you.
Battles live.
Is this Mulan?
We
Ah,
will win
I see. That's why.
them all. We've got one
Music isn't synced with the singing, but I think that's intentional.
just talk.
Hello, kitty.
Come on, guys, sing with me.
Well, while we head to our first trial, who wants to cover the next bit and their thoughts on the episode?
Now we cut to the scene where Spike and Big Mac come to ask Discord to join their game night. Needless to say, they start the game and make fun of Discord while Discord is trying to play the game. Honestly, I wish they hadn't made fun of him for trying the game out. Instead, as veteran players,
Why?
they have these
Wait.
two take the game slow and walk him through it instead of just exacerbating his anger by laughing at him. That's just rude. Come on, I've had to teach younger players on how to play games, and it wasn't funny when they got frustrated.
Discord was trying to play the game, but he was also trying to bend the rules, too. So it's not like he was trying to play it legitimately.
Tell that to the player base of most online games. I guess Spike and
Hey, it's League of Legends.
to make Discord mad, and instead we're just joking around.
Yeah,
But
I haven't
hopefully
played
this will
League
be
of
a lesson
Legends in
for both of
months.
them. Never piss off the god of chaos, or you might end up as one of his helpless playthings. Or just get trapped inside a bubble, whichever comes first.
So when he hears about a guys' night, he suddenly gets all giddy to join them in what he assumes to be a stag party. Can I say stag, or is it insensitive? Is there a deer I could ask nearby? Anyone? Anyone?
Anyway, Discord of course bluffs that he has other things to do, involving Princess KK.
Also great David Wilson impression. Unfortunately, when Spike
Oh,
and
is that
Big
what that
Mac found
was?
that
I knew it was a
Discord
reference to
was
something,
play
but I had no
over
idea
some
what.
idiots, Discord loses some of his steam. And to be fair, not everyone is a fan of tabletop games. For example, I have friends with hobbies that don't particularly interest me and vice versa, and yet we still hang out. But Discord seems to operate more on the stereotype of it being a nerd thing, so he offers something alternative.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like Discord style. Very 1930s.
Yeah, this part always kind of bothered me. I mean, I get the
Why?
idea to show Discord trying to force Spike and Big Mac into something they don't want to do. However, weren't they trying to do the same thing with Discord all night? Though I guess it works because Discord is the guest, and this episode is about his growth. So he has to be the one to learn more about how to sometimes do things you don't like, because it means a lot to others. Heaven help me. I'm not a big sports fan, but I still go to a game if I was invited to one with family and friends, and I always watch a Super Bowl with people.
Technically, they invited him for the evening and tried to encourage him to join their fun. Discord literally dropped him into a random environment they may or may not feel comfortable in. It's a bit like a carrot on a stick versus a boot to the head.
They kind of did the same thing with Discord, because remember, they didn't tell Discord what it was before they revealed it. They let him think that it was something else, because he did ask about the
How shall we deal with these
swing dancing thing when they invited him, and Spike only responded something like that. Instead of just telling him, no, it's a tabletop board game, we want you to try it out, we think you'd like it. But maybe they thought the grand reveal would be more, make it more enticing, I guess? I don't know. But
Oh, well, you want a diet?
that's just how I feel.
Or we could have a cool action scene. Now come on, boy.
Wait a minute. I'm the soldier. I'm in charge.
Sure you are. Okay, fine, go ahead.
Oh,
What you got?
I see. I think. Because they mentioned that there would be a damsel to save at the castle at the end. Is that why the girls fell into their world, or are they going to actually participate as
Another part I
fighters?
like about the episode is it can show that you don't always have to be. Discord's discomfort comes from Big Mac and Spike doing something he doesn't like, so he tries to suggest what they do instead. I actually think he meant well, but it just wasn't their thing. Of course, then stuff gets chaotic when Discord sends them into a live-action version of their game. Every gamer's dream.
So, basically,
as referenced in the episode.
To the holodeck. He should probably just try to bring back Star Trek.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
In any case, show...
Charge!
Oh, we have the action scene that they mentioned. For Luna. Nice. I've heard this music before. Was it used in the last episode, or have I heard it from somewhere else?
Anyone have anything they want to say about the episode as we carry on?
Sure thing. We then cut to every D&D player's dream come true. A world where fantasy becomes reality. Considering MLP is already a fantasy-themed world with all kinds of mythical creatures running around, the writers had to come up with a way to bring the game to life while also adding a unique twist to the situation. And what they end up doing is literally treat it like a board game that came to life, complete with gigantic dice, cardboard game piece-style enemies, and even a landscape laid out in squares like a game board. It's not in this episode for very long, but the attention to detail does make it really stand out when compared to other MLP adventures.
When Spike felt pity on Discord, it reminded me how my friends felt for me in my hardest times. Very touchy subject, but very relatable. It's something I have seen that many need to consider doing for another if they really never do it at all. For me personally, I do such thing to all my friends when they face difficult times.
Yeah, we sort of get the, they will eventually invite him back, but the impact's the same. Because of his action, letting his anger get the best of him.
Don't I know it?
Everything okay, Minty?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just not a reviewer at all, and, well,
You feel out of place.
Don't be nervous, Minty. Reviewer or not, we're all buddies here. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Yeah, we won't judge you, bro.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hey, I know how you feel. Heaven help, I'm always afraid someone will call my videos and reviews cringy.
Okay, well, you know when you learn how things are done, you don't appreciate the same stuff as reviewers. It's like Spike and Big Mac. They made that game, and they don't appreciate the same stuff in the game as Discord. They might get interested over technical details that Discord would simply get uninterested with. You know what I'm talking about, but I don't. But all those technical details that Discord does no interest in, they love that. They just enjoy the feel of tricking the game into gaining more points and beating the bad guys. People who play games like that, they love that. For me, as guy who prefers games like Super Smash Bros., I don't care that much. I see why they enjoy it. You don't realize it in front, but it changes a lot the feel of the episode. If they were presented like real characters, you wouldn't feel the same way about them. It could distract from the main characters of the story. Like the design of the antagonists that let them be fictional characters while still interacting with the main character in a diegetic manner. So, yeah, I understand Discord's motivations here. He might come off as a jerk in the beginning, but for the first time, his actions are justified. He wants fun, and he doesn't see the fun that Spike and Big Mac have, because he doesn't have the same interests. It's something I didn't see before with him, and I'm glad of this change, of course. At the end of the episode, they came to a resolution where both sides were interested in, and I think the reviewers and the content creators should do the same, because I think that life is a bit about that. It's about knowing when to be serious about things, and when to have fun.
See, it wasn't so bad, was it?
I guess not. Yeah. Was I ever afraid of?
Well, good for you. I think we've all about said what could be said, and the end is in sight. Lo and behold, the castle of pure evil!
Oh, there is actually a part 3, I guess, or is there not? So I didn't see more than 2 parts for this. Yeah, I guess this is the end of the review. Yeah, HeroScape is owned by Hasbro. Huh. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But yeah, I thought the review was good. Like I said, the action parts with the board kind of made it feel a little bit disjointed. But I thought it was a very interesting way to display the episode, especially since HeroScape is owned by Hasbro, so why not use one of their board games to talk about one of their other properties as well? Oh, I see. Part 3 is still in the works, according to this. Let me just check AJEP Pony's channel real quick, just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I'm pretty sure I looked through to make sure that I didn't miss it if he put up part 3. Yeah, it looks like he hasn't yet. So once part 3 comes out, I'll also watch that one as well. But yeah, I did enjoy this video. I thought that what they talked about was interesting, and as I was listening, I also gave my own opinions about what they talked about. Because, I don't know, I felt that them laughing at Discord, like, I don't think they meant to be malicious, but you have to, like, one thing that made me not be bothered by the fact that they were laughing was the fact that Discord wasn't really trying to play the game properly, because if you remember, he tried to cast a spell, and Spike told him that he couldn't because his character's intelligence level wasn't high enough. And Discord was like not intelligent enough. Well, I cast it anyway because this game is stupid. And as a result, because of the dice roll, Spike makes the spell backfire. Yeah, and they were trying to have fun with it. It's just that Discord wasn't, because he wasn't in control of the game. And then when he took it too far, so they were able to find a happy medium in the middle afterwards. So there was character growth from all sides, really, I feel. Because Spike and Big Mac sort of learned not to judge somebody's character just because of the way they act, because they call Discord out for being weird, which is why they've never invited him before. But they ended up having fun with him in the end. And we even get a reference later on, I believe, in the Hearts and Hooves Day episode that we had in season 8, where Discord shows up wanting to play Ogre and Oubliette, so he's now hooked to the game, probably even more so than Spike and Big Mac are. And I guess they can play whenever they want, because they don't have to just do it when the girls aren't around, because they saw them playing it. But anyway, I did like this two-parter, and when part 3 comes out, I'll react to that. I'll put a link to AJ Pony AP's channel in the description below. Be sure to check him out. And subscribe for more. And be sure to check him out. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as a part of my Patreon. All 3 links will be in the description below. And subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified when I upload videos. This is ViolarulesReacts, signing off. Talk to you later.